up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Looking at the Pacific Northwest, there is a major event underway right now as I do this video, a massive blackout involving over 500,000 customers up in the state of Washington. You can see this large, what looks like a slow-moving, massive hurricane off the coast of Washington, British Columbia, Oregon, Northern California, where it's almost turned into an atmospheric river. Thousands of people are in the dark in the state of Washington. This is more than likely going to turn into a multi-day event. I'm going to show you guys some of the situations that are being reported in the Seattle area. Here's a look at a road map in Seattle, and notice all of the exclamation points. These are situations that are currently underway right now as I do this video, involving some sort of trees down, power lines down, a variety of different things. This is a map showing just the Seattle power outages, and you can see the map is completely overwhelmed. I'm going to show you guys something that this storm is doing up in the northern Pacific off the Gulf of Alaska. You guys are going to see a buoy appear in event mode. Check this out. Right now as I do this video, there's a buoy bouncing on the northern edge of this titanic storm they're calling a bomb cyclone that's still making its way on shore. This is going to be a long duration event because this storm's so big. It's several hundred miles wide. The center of rotation's about 150 to 200 miles offshore right here in this area, directly off the coast of the Canadian-U.S. border. Right there's the center of rotation, and it has a very low central low pressure, creating this massive satellite presentation over here at the College of DuPage. This is one of the largest bomb cyclones I think I've ever seen. Looking at the waves that are being stirred up by the high winds that have created thousands of power outages, thousands of downed trees and power lines. Check out this huge wave field. This is right now 30-foot waves consistently spanning well over 150 miles wide. So these very large waves creating super rough seas are making it very difficult for large cargo ships to get into the Seattle port. You can see out here where the storm is currently situated, there's hardly any activity with regard to cargo ships either coming in or moving out. And coming over to Zoom.Earth, here's yet another perspective of this titanic storm. And here's another view of the storm. This was sent in by my friend Nelson Jinks. This is in motion as the storm is currently parked off the coast of Canada and the Pacific Northwest. This is going to continue for probably 2, maybe 3 days, and you can see the huge atmospheric river that's delivering a boatload of rain into Northern California. This is going to span multiple states, clear up into Canada, where they recently had a tornado in the Vancouver area a couple of weeks ago. People said it was like something out of a movie. They had never seen anything like that. And the tornado was reported right in here, just on the western edge of that bay near Vancouver. And looking at some of the situations that are being reported in the Seattle area, here's just a few of the dozens of reports that are being reported out of the Seattle area. Trees down at mile marker 7, State Road 112, blocking traffic in both directions. Here's another report, November 20th, trees down on State Road 165. We'll just check a few more. Most of these are either trees down or power lines down. Here's another one updated on November 20th at 3:04 a.m. Update on State Road 164 eastbound. There is an incident blocking all lanes, and that incident is because of fallen trees blocking Road 164. It's just report after report after report of downed trees creating havoc, as you can see by this road map up in the Seattle area, compounded by the power outage situation. A lot of these intersections in the Seattle area have no power, so there's no stoplights at a lot of these intersections, managing the traffic that's still moving around. Seattle's a major city. According to this map, there's over 42,000 customers without power just in the Seattle area. Washington combined is looking at 563,000 customers without power right now as I do this video. I don't think I've ever seen that many at one time in the state of Washington. That tells you just how big this storm is. This is one of the biggest I think I've ever seen. It's impacting Nevada, impacting California, definitely impacting Oregon. Right now in Oregon, there's nearly 3,000 customers without power, 16,000 in California, and 15,000 customers in Nevada. Once again, courtesy of this massive bomb cyclone, this Once again, it's sitting here stationary, primarily stationary. If it's moving, it may be at 1 or 2 miles an hour to the east. But right now, this thing is massive. It's still very powerful, generating very high winds, still causing power outages, and very rough seas that's interfering with the shipping process. Ships are having a difficult time getting in and getting out of Seattle. And here's a look around the Seattle area from last night. Pictures that were taken of downed trees. You can see this tree here fell right in the middle of that car, and that tree was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of at least 30, maybe 40 feet tall. Here's more photos. You can see a massive tree that landed on top of a bus. You can see multiple trees here blocking 2 lanes of traffic. More very tall trees losing their footing, being pushed over into roadways. Here's another tree that's completely devoured a car. These are very big trees, easily blocking both lanes of traffic. There's that car I just showed you guys. Another road. Most of these are trees covering roads. Check that out. Wow. Trees into the power lines. This is what's creating the power outages. Situations just like that. Big tall tree into the power lines. Again, power lines over there to the right. Here's another situation of power lines on the left-hand side of the road. These tall 40-foot trees landing on these power lines. Here's more power lines down on the ground. They're advising people to stay inside unless they just absolutely have to get out, so the linemen can get these power lines at least in a safe position until they can get them mounted back up on the poles. This road here is completely closed, obviously from downed trees. These are from last night during the overnight hours. Look at how tall this tree is right here, leaning over on this 2-story house. Unbelievable. Are you serious right now? This road here is completely covered in debris, branches. You can see EMS out trying to help people. Again, these photos are from last night during the overnight hours. There's never a good time to lose power or deal with some sort of a very stormy situation, especially at night when it's dark. You can see right here a tree went through the roof of this house. There's the branches of the tree in the living room of the house. Unbelievable. Here's another giant tree that landed on the roof of a home. Another massive tree. I mean, these are very tall trees. There's a rescue effort underway right there as 2 trees went on top of a house. Here's another view of the same situation. Trees on top of homes, trees on top of apartments, trees on top of cars, power lines. There's somebody's barbecue that got flipped over by the high winds. Just a very intense situation up in the state of Washington, more than likely going to affect Oregon, Nevada, parts of Northern California. This is going to be a long duration, multi-day event, getting everything back up and running as we're in the middle of a massive blackout that has over 500,000 people in the dark, courtesy of this titanic bomb cyclone off the coast of Washington and Canada right now as I do this video. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.